What if the game we've watched LeBron James master for nearly 2 decades isn't just about points, rebounds, or assists but a high-stakes gamble on legacy itself? What if, beneath the surface of that colossal contract and the glimmering spotlight, a man who has repeatedly rewritten the rules of aging in sports is now orchestrating a chess match with his own future, questioning whether it's about chasing another ring or carving out leverage that echoes far beyond the hardwood? Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where raw truth meets purple and gold passion. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a second of this drama. Because right now, the Lakers universe is swirling with rumors and moves that could reshape not just a team, but the entire NBA landscape. And LeBron sits squarely at the eye of this storm. Just when you thought the offseason could settle into some predictable rhythm, LeBron blindsided everyone by opting into his jaw-dropping $50.6 million contract for the 2025-26 season, a decision so bold it reverberated from LA front offices to the farthest corners of the league. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. This wasn't a mere financial move. It came packaged with a thinly veiled ultimatum, a message dripping with implied threat and desperate realism, warning that he's watching the Lakers roster moves closely, demanding a genuine shot at championship contention in the twilight years of his legendary run. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's power, it's legacy in a gilded cage. It's LeBron saying, "I'm still the king, but I want to see the castle worth defending." The fallout, instant chaos. Sharp voices like ringers when Lamra on the Zach Lowe show didn't mince words, skewering James' self-awareness with brutal honesty. "You got outplayed by Julius Randle in the playoffs," Lamra said. "Julius Randle cooked you in that series," tossing a harsh asterisk on the King's crown that stung like an old scar. For one of the greatest ever, that shot goes deeper than stats. It's a challenge to the narrative he's painstakingly built for 20 years. Meanwhile, the Lakers' front office finds itself on a razor's edge. They locked an Adrian to a 2-year deal to bolster the front court, a move signaling an urgent desire to get younger and build around their new phantom, Luka Doncic. But beyond that, there's a seismic proposal rippling under the surface, a blockbuster trade concept that could rewrite the franchise's entire direction. Enter Karl Anthony Towns, the towering, multi-talented big man often mired in questions about defense and durability, but undeniable for his offensive genius. Imagine this, the Lakers trading LeBron James straight up for Towns. Same positions, similar salary brackets, entirely different generational vibes. It's a move so audacious that analysts couldn't look away. Zach Lowe himself pointed out the madness and the method. How this could also untangle the Knicks' mess financially, freeing New York from Towns' gargantuan $120 million and offer the Lakers a young, dynamic partner for Doncic who could shift the front court balance instantly. This isn't just a swap, it's a philosophical pivot, a clean break from the LeBron era toward the Doncic era, youthful, vibrant, yet still hungry for championship glory. Sure, it's gambling against Towns' defensive woes and injury history. But isn't this what all pivot points demand? The risk of all-in or the quiet death of a dynasty? And what about LeBron's own mindset? His agent Rich Paul has been crystal clear. LeBron wants to win. He's a competitor first, a legend second. He understands the Lakers' rebuild blueprint, but he also demands a legitimate shot to hoist another championship trophy. In what might be his 23rd season, a staggering testament to endurance and willpower, Paul insists LeBron's goal is to make every moment left count, to chase nothing less than immortality on the court, though no fan could fault him for maximizing his earnings. The timing of his opt-in, coupled with that pointed message about realistic championship contention, feels like a loaded question aimed squarely at the Lakers front office. Can you guarantee me the chase, or do I look elsewhere? Here's where the storyline twists into the most tantalizing chapters. The Eastern Conference, along the league's fortress of chaos, is now reeling from injuries that have dismantled its top contenders. The Pacers lost Tyrese Halliburton to a devastating Achilles tear. The Celtics' Jason Tatum suffered a similar fate, and the Bucks waved goodbye to an injured Damian Lillard. All pillars of power fallen before the 2026 season even begins. For a man who once famously said, "I want my legacy to be multiple championships." Could LeBron engineer a shift across conferences to the East? Picture it, the King leveraging this battered landscape, slipping through a path of least resistance, carving his way to a 5th title ring, one that would not only seal his place atop the NBA pantheon, but redefine what durability and adaptation mean in the twilight of a career. It would be a masterstroke of strategy over sentiment, a tactical move so cold and calculated, it might just break the hearts of purple and gold faithful everywhere. And yet, the shockwaves don't stop there. Enter the most surreal twist of all. What if LeBron stays in Los Angeles, but flips the script entirely, joining the Clippers? The notion that the city's longtime rivals and outfit often living in the Lakers' shadow could swoop in and rewrite the script feels almost like heresy. Yet, here we are, discussing Fred Katz's explosive idea that includes packaging Norman Powell, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and Derrick Jones Jr. just to open space for James's arrival. Though each player brings crucial depth, Katz's scenario doesn't shy away from the collateral damage, acknowledging the Clippers' unwillingness to trade their starting center Ivica Zubac and the potential depletion of their role-player bench. But Katz's real fireworks are reserved for the audacious financial masterstroke, flipping Kawhi Leonard, the twin-time Finals MVP, to clear cap space and create a financial reset unlike anything this franchise has seen. Leonard's hefty contract locks the Clippers down until 2027, while James's deal expires after next season. And with that contract off the books by 2026, the Clippers suddenly open the gates to a star-studded free agency bonanza, the perfect canvas for building a super team from scratch. For LeBron, it's a lure beyond dollars staying in LA near his son Bronny, maintaining family ties amidst a whirlwind of basketball upheaval. The Clippers scenario isn't just a trade, it's a chess move on the grandest scale, blending legacy, money, and the pursuit of relevance in a rapidly evolving league. So what does this all boil down to? LeBron James, the man who's held the NBA on his back for 2 decades, now stands at a crossroads shrouded in uncertainty and possibility. His opt-in sends a clear message: it's not about fading away or settling for breadcrumbs. It's about playing the long game, shaping a future where his final chapters are as ruthless and visionary as his prime. Whether the Lakers pull the trigger on the Towns trade, ushering in a new Doncic-led dawn, or whether James navigates a treacherous path through the injury-racked East, or whether, in one of the grandest plot twists sports has ever seen, he dons Clippers blue and ignites a financial and competitive reset. Each scenario sends shockwaves through our very understanding of loyalty, power, and ambition. This isn't just the fate of a player, it's the fate of a franchise, a city, and perhaps the entire NBA hierarchy. The chessboard is set, the players are moving, and for Lakers Nation, the stakes have never been higher. As a lifelong Lakers fan, I can't help but feel a knot in my stomach, a cocktail of excitement and dread. Watching LeBron chase history has been a privilege. Watching this saga unfold feels like standing at the edge of a precipice, knowing the next move could catapult us into a new era of dominance, or unravel everything we've cherished for decades. So, what do you think? Is this the beginning of a new dynasty with youth and talent bleeding into purple and gold? Or is this the final gambit of a fading king, playing a different game entirely? Drop your take in the comments. I'll be reading everyone, because in Lakers Nation, hope never dies, and neither does the thirst for greatness. Listen up, Lakers Nation, because if you think this roller coaster is slowing down, you're dead wrong. This is exactly the kind of gut punch, whirlwind drama our city lives for. We've been through it all. The Showtime swagger in the 80s, that electric desperation mixed with brilliance, magic dancing past defenders, the palace roaring like it could tear the roof off. Fast forward to early 2000s and Kobe's relentless, unyielding obsession that brought us that glorious three-peat, where a young franchise shed every doubt and claimed its rightful throne. The rivalry-scorched 2010 Finals redemption that wasn't just about rings but defiance, heart, and the purple and gold soul reborn. And then 2020. The bubble championship, and almost spiritual victory in the bleakest of times, a reminder that greatness can rise from ashes and isolation. But the question, pernicious and burning, is this: can this nucleus rekindle the purple and gold soul, reignite the arena's roar, and draw in a legion of fans who live and bleed Lakers basketball? Because with every bold gamble, the danger looms larger, sacrificing the established hero of this era. LeBron James is an emotional landmine in itself. One false step and the fragile hope for a renaissance turns to dust, an echo chamber for fans who remember championships but fear emptiness. Yet here's the lion's share of the tension, laying bare the fragile line between loyalty and ambition, between the love of a franchise and the unstoppable march of evolution. LeBron, the man who has been the Lakers' heartbeat and war cry, refuses to fade quietly into the night. He demands a throne worth defending, a team built for conquest, a future defined by his terms, but those terms come with a cost. Riding the razor's edge of loyalty and betrayal. What if this is the moment? The king chooses himself over the city, over the storied franchise that cradled him in twilight? What if it's not just the Lakers' fate that hangs in the balance, but the entire NBA's power structure shifting allegiances, new dynasties in waiting, and the profound melancholy of inevitable endings? And if LeBron does stay, grinding, with everything he has left, what does this mean for the Lakers' internal soul? Can the young blood Reeves erupting with every clutch shot, the awkward but hopeful Bronny, the emerging stars align under LeBron's last stand, rewriting the narrative of a fading dynasty sustained by grit and glory? Or will the pressure fracture bonds, ignite locker room tensions, and leave fans wondering if this is a slow unraveling, the last hurrah turned bitter finale? The emotional weight of these questions crushes harder than any missed shot or blown fourth quarter. This is the Lakers saga writ large, high stakes, raw drama, brilliant and heartbreaking. A beacon to those who understand that sports isn't just about games, it's about identity, aspiration, and the unbreakable spirit of a fan base that's never content with less than greatness.